Growing on Instagram is actually really easy if you know how to set your profile up for success so that Instagram can easily drive the right people to your content and your page, and they actually convert into followers that engage over a long period of time. And luckily for both of us, this isn't rocket science, and I'm going to teach you how to turn your profile into a magnet for the right people so that you can grow as fast as possible. So let's do this. What's going on? It's Ben, your resident social media nerd here at Flick, and today we're going to pimp out your profile. Some of these tips you may have heard before. Some of them I guarantee that you haven't, but you want to make sure to implement all of them to give yourself the best opportunity to get the most out of Instagram. So the first optimization tip is actually on content optimization. And this is a tip that not a lot of people know, but can have some big impact. When posting a reel, you can actually change the name of the sound on that reel. And by doing this, you can include keywords that are associated with your niche and the people you're trying to reach to further help that post with search engine optimization and placement across Instagram. It's another tool to make it as easy as possible for Instagram to show it to the right people. And here's how you do this. When posting, scroll down to rename audio and then rename with niche keywords, describing your post to boost your SEO and ranking. Next, let's talk about your nameplate on Instagram. This needs to be searchable because this is the highest priority when it comes to ranking within the Instagram search bar. Go type in a phrase and look at the top ranking profiles. All of them, if not most, will have the exact keyword that you typed in within their nameplate. So you want to use this to your advantage because this is a huge opportunity to bring in super high value people. What do you want to be known for? And what are your ideal people typing in to the Instagram search bar? Let's say you're a tattoo artist in Toronto, the city where I live. You would want to have Toronto tattoo artist because that is something that someone is searching for before buying a tattoo. And so by you just including that in your nameplate, you will now rank way higher whenever anyone types that in. So think about the most search friendly thing that you would love to rank for and that people are actually searching for, and make sure it's included in your actual nameplate. Don't sleep on this. This can have a massive impact for your brand and your business. So give it a bit of thought, maybe even ask customers what they typed in before finding who they went with, and make sure you have that included so that you can rank as high as possible and get as many followers and customers from that search as possible. Next piece we're optimizing is your bio on your profile. So within your bio, you want to do a few different things. You want to speak to the people that are actually visiting your profile and communicate to them very efficiently, but you also want to make sure to include things that Instagram can use to help index your profile. And luckily, this isn't that hard to achieve. So for the people visiting your profile, you basically want to give them a pitch as to why they should follow you. And your goal is to make them ideally click that follow button, but at the very least, consume more content that hopefully leads to them following. So here you want to be thinking about the why for the follower, what's in it for them. And a great way to break down your bio is the following. Make sure to include an elevator pitch or a reason for the right people to want to follow this account. So what do you do for people with your content? What transformation do you deliver? Whatever it may be, make it very clear and obvious. Next, include an authority statement. So why should people follow you for this specific purpose? So let's say you're like me and you're a social media expert. What have you achieved that proves that what you're saying is actually legit and will bring value to the people who want it? Then the next piece to include in a high performing bio is social proof or an accomplishment. So for my case, it would maybe be 100K subscribers on YouTube and 100K something on TikTok. That proves that I know what I'm talking about. I've done it for myself, which you can see would increase the likelihood of someone who came to my content looking to grow on social media to actually follow my content because I've done this and it works. We're always thinking about the person who's consuming this. And then finally, a call to action. So explicitly telling them, what do you want them to do next? They consumed your content, it brought them to your profile, they've read your bio. Now what do you want them to do while they're there? Could be to follow, could be to download something, to join your email list, whatever you want it to be. It's a good idea to include that in the bio. So those are the 4 pieces that make a very high performing bio. They'll totally be specific to who you are, who you're trying to reach. But through doing that, be thoughtful about the language that you're using because Instagram does scan through this information to look for keywords. So although we're absolutely speaking to the people who are visiting us, we're also speaking to Instagram. So just sprinkle in some keywords as you're building out your perfect bio and you should be good to go. The next optimization piece we're going to get right doesn't have too much to do with where you show up on Instagram, but it can dramatically increase your conversion rate of the people that visit that actually convert into followers. And this is all about being very thoughtful about your story highlights. Most of the people that come visit your profile, they're gonna watch your story highlights, especially if you make them enticing to click. So understanding that the people watching these are almost always going to be new people. So that's a massive missed opportunity if you're not doing something with that to convince people to follow you. And this is one of the most slept on areas across Instagram that people just aren't very creative with, but there's a huge opportunity to create some deep connection with people very quickly if you're thoughtful about what you're putting where. So think about what you'd want to show here and be thoughtful about what do people want to see, what would help you build your authority, and then what would convert them to actually follow your account or do whatever you wanted them to do next. Put a bit of thought here. Don't just spam any old thing up there. It's wasted opportunity, and it's very important in real estate with new people seeing it all the time. So I wanted to mention it. And if you're into this whole social media thing and growing on social media, making money from social media, you're going to want to hit that subscribe button because we talk about this stuff every single week. And that way you can know the latest strategies and tactics to grow your following as quickly organically as possible with the right people, right? We're a magnet for the right people. So now let's get back to some strategy that will help get you in front of the right people across the app. When you're creating content trying to attract the right people to your page, you want to show up in all of the high intent areas that there are within the app. And just within the search bar alone, there are multiple different categories where you can show up, where you know you're getting in front of the right people. So just within the search bar alone, there is For You, there's accounts, there's audio, there's tags, and there's places. So let's break down how you can get your content across all of these different places. First of all, with For You, this is high performing content strongly related to whatever the person searched in. This is an amazing place to get content inspiration. Type in a keyword that you know your ideal follower would search for, come and look at the content in the For You section, see what is performing well. Look for trends, look for consistent elements, and work that into your future content. This is proven high performing content right there in front of you. It doesn't get much easier than that. Instagram is showing you what people that type this in like to see. Take advantage of that. To rank within accounts, it's all about your nameplate. We've already talked about this. To rank within audio, you can use that Reels hack we talked about before, changing the name of the sound of the reel to be keyword specific. It's a hack not many people are using. And then tags is hashtags. So hashtags still do matter. There still is some traffic coming here. So make sure you're using relevant hashtags across everything that you post to help Instagram categorize what that content actually is, but also to rank within that hashtag to get that extra reach. And we at Flick have a hashtag research tool that is the best in the business. And within our content lab, which is a suite of AI tools, we'll actually recommend hashtags to use on specific content. So if you want to try out our hashtag research tool or our AI content creation tools, you can do so completely for free using the link in the description box of this video, which makes content creation and optimization incredibly easy. So that's how you rank within tags. And the last section is places. And to rank here, it's all about physical locations. So this is going to be most important for businesses. Let's use the same example of Toronto tattoo artist. Whatever it is that a lot of people are searching for before they come to buy a tattoo, it's a good idea to have that in the actual location listing, because whatever that keyword is, if it's included in the place or location, it's going to help you rank higher when people type that in and then go to places. That's how you can show up across all those different areas within search. And to make this incredibly easy for you, just remember this. Instagram is scanning through everything that you feed it to try to make the best decisions as to who to show this content to. They're scanning through the content itself, including what's on the screen, as well as what's being said. They scan through the caption, so all the words that you include. That's why it's important to include keywords and to actually write a thoughtful caption. They're looking through the hashtags on that post and the location tag used on that post as well. That's typically the least important, but they are scanning through it as well to decide who to show it to. So keep all that in mind when creating, and if you are thoughtful about this, you're gonna attract more of the right people, because Instagram's job just becomes so much easier. So although it may not sound like it, Instagram does wanna make this as easy as possible for you. And one way they do this is through content topics on specific pieces of content, which is the next optimization tip. Every time you're posting, make sure to actually select these topics and make sure they're relevant to the post and the people you want to serve that post. This will go a long way in getting the content in front of the right people, getting better feedback to push the content to more similar people, which helps you grow. And since we've optimized your account, they're all going to come and follow. So this stuff matters. So go through these steps and actually implement this into your strategy. And I'm very, very confident you're going to see a huge improvement in the quality of people that see your content and how many of them actually convert into followers, customers, and engagers of your content. Engagers? I think that's a word. Engagers. I think, yeah, we'll roll with it. And if you want to learn more about the Instagram algorithm and how it works and how to make it work for you, this video right here is the one to watch. I go through all of Instagram's different algorithms and explain how they operate so that you can make them work as efficiently as possible for you to help with growth. So go ahead and click this. I will see you over there and keep crushing it. Peace.